We have new mics tonight, and I'm not quite sure how to use them, but is this kind of working right now? Maybe. Okay, well, we'll just do our best, I guess. So welcome to our first, oh, there we go. Welcome to our first concert. We're excited to have you here, and thank you for coming out, showing your support for us tonight. Our first piece, Blue Rhythmico, I just want to introduce real quick. It's an original piece for strings, and it incorporates some fun jazz and blues things for it. There's some blue note sounds, which are notes that you may expect to hear a major interval for those of you who are musicians, but we're going to hear actually a minor interval instead. And it's the first time we hear it is right in the opening with our cello and bass. They're going to play this ostinato pattern that is played throughout the entire piece almost. And it ends up being kind of like a basis for which improvisation can occur. But cello bass, can you play that? And then they can hear what will be played throughout the entire thing. So go ahead, 1, 2, 3. And stop. Yeah, good. So there won't be any improvisation tonight, but we hope that you enjoy Blue Rhythmico. Thank you. Our next piece, the Allegro by Handel, is a complete U-turn in terms of style. We go all the way back to the 1700s in the Baroque time period, where the playing and the style is very elegant and proper. And one thing that's interesting about this time period is that the instruments were different. Especially the bows were different. They were shaped a little bit more like a curved this way, concave, instead of, or convex, I should say, instead of like they are now. So one way that we try to kind of copy this is the students are going to hold their bows a little bit higher up, closer to the balance point. If you could show them. So normally they hold their bows way down by the frog, but they're going to hold it a little farther up, and that allows for a little bit more of a tapering of the sound. So we hope you enjoy Allegro by Handel. Thank you. Our third piece is titled Mars, the Bringer of War, and this is from a suite called The Planets by Gustav Holst. This suite contains 7 movements, each for one of the planets, excluding Earth and Pluto, which had not been discovered at that time. And Holst wrote this work not out of a scientific interest in the planets, but rather out of his interest in astrology. The movement that you will hear tonight invokes the imagery of the Roman god of war, as Mars is the red planet, and it corresponds to the bloodshed of war. In this piece, the strings will make use of the bow technique called collegno, in which they play with the stick of the bow rather than the hair, and you'll hear that right away as we start off. Thank you again, and thank you for coming out tonight. And for those of you who are tuning in on our live stream, be sure to note the special thank yous on our program tonight to our administration and to Creative Printing for our programs, and to the students and the parents who continue to make music with me and give me a job that I really enjoy. We want to send you away tonight feeling optimistic, and so we end with triumph.